Hi, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Cocktails and Conversations. I am your host, April Beebe, and we are going to be discussing the Real Housewives of Atlanta tonight. And let's begin. So tonight I'm alone. I'm going solo because this episode, I couldn't keep anyone's attention, even the dogs. So, let me tell you about this episode. Last episode, they brought it. They brought the tea with the bitch stole my talent. That was good. And tonight's drink is a glass of wine, Moscato. So, we see Portia laying in the bed. Dennis sitting along the side of the bed. And she complaining, oh, I'm sick. So, Dennis trying to diagnose her. I'm thinking she having morning sickness because she pregnant. Her sister's there to console her. And basically the sister busts her out. She was like, well, when the last time you passed gas? She was like, girl, I don't do that in front of Dennis. She was like, what? Well, there go your problem. That's your problem. Have Dennis stick his finger in the Holy Land and make it do what it do. I was like, OMG. Ain't nobody got time for that. Like, literally, why are we discussing her gas issues? I'm thinking, oh, you need a storyline. That's what it is. You need a storyline. So, girl, they walking this child around, trying to help her pass her gas. She's like, oh, I don't do that in front of Dennis. Psh, girl, you better let that go before you explode. You and that baby blew up like the World Trade Center. But hey, anyway, that scene was just, I'm going to just say that. It was just. So then we go to Cynthia. Cynthia's having a little shing-ding, a little going away for Noelle. Noelle is going to Howard University, HU, and the family's standing around. The family's there. They're excited for Noelle. Everybody's celebrating, eating in Cynthia's kitchen, and they're like, well, where Noelle at? So Cynthia goes upstairs to check on Noelle. She up there in the fetal position, crying like a little baby. And bless her heart, don't get me wrong, I'm not being judgmental or lack of sympathy. But it was really unexpected. This episode, I will say, it gave me a chance to see how close Cynthia and Noelle's relationship was. And I can appreciate that. It's, they, and I'll go over Cynthia's whole story with Noelle. So she's bawling, crying, and Noelle saying, I can't leave. I don't want to go. Don't make me go. And my heart broke. My heart ached for Noelle. I was just like, oh my gosh. I was so independent at that age that I was ready for college. I was ready to go to Long Beach State. I was ready to get my party on, my swerve on, my first little independence. But with Noelle, it was so touching. She was down there crying on the floor. Her mom's hugging her, comforting her, consoling her. And Noelle says, please have them leave. Like, she wanted nothing to do with none of her family. She needed time with her mom, time by herself. And I think she was a little embarrassed. And I would be too. Like, I wouldn't want anyone to see me get emotional. But, so Cynthia goes downstairs and she asks everybody. She's like, pack you some plates. And I don't want to be rude, but I need y'all to leave. I need time with my baby girl. And so, the friends and family leave. Nene is on her way, and she calls Nene and tells her, don't come. because Noelle is just in a headspace where she's like, you know what? I don't want to be around nobody. I don't want to see nobody. I don't, this is not a celebration for me. So, Cynthia is damn near in tears herself. And actually, by the time everyone leaves, she's on the couch crying when she calls Nene. Nene tries to comfort her, and she's like, this is what she needs to become a young lady and to grow up, and this is good for her. So, you know, try to give Cynthia some words of encouragement to make her stronger, because it's obvious, like, it's just been, you know, throughout the years, even though Cynthia married Peter, Noelle and Cynthia have that closeness, and that's, you know, yeah, it's hard. So Nene gives her words of encouragement. They get off the phone. There's only 2 days left before this poor child go away to college. And they call the daddy, Leon. Leon's a very stern individual, and I would have never thought he was like that. But he's like, it's going to be okay. This will toughen her up. This is that. And so Cynthia works on Noelle for those 2 days. And when they get ready to leave, they head out to D.C. Cynthia stays with her for a week, moves her in her dorm. She has her dorm room by herself because I guess the other person fell through. And I'm thinking to myself, you probably paid extra for that child to have a room all to herself anyway. Those dorm rooms, I stayed in a dorm room before, and they're small. So Noelle seems like she's in a better place, that she's received, that she is going away to college. She's not crying. She's not emotional. And she's glad that she has her mom there. Now, I'm thinking Leon isn't even there, but Cynthia calls him and say, hey, where are you? And they've moved everything into Noelle's dorm room. Cynthia and Noelle sitting in the dorm room. And that's when Cynthia calls Leon. So Leon's like, oh, I'm in traffic, but I'm on my way. Leon gets there and they have their final dinner. Bravo shows that they had a freshman like reception, receiving pendant ceremony for the freshmen, the incoming freshmen. And so after that, that's when Leon, Cynthia, and Noelle go to dinner. And, you know, they have their basic conversation. Nothing really stood out in that conversation, but I was anxious to see how Noelle behaved when it was time to dismantle. So they're all standing out. Leon, Cynthia, and Noelle standing outside that restaurant. And I think it was a Noelle or Cynthia says, okay, how does this work from here? I think Noelle said it. And Cynthia and Leon basically tell her, look, we're going to call you an Uber. You're going to go back to your dorm room and that's it. And she was like, no, no, no. She didn't cry, but she, you know, she gave her hugs out, gave her goodbyes, loved her. Her mom loved on her. And she got in that Uber. And before she got in that Uber, Leon kept saying, don't worry, telling the Uber driver, she coming, she coming. And so she gets in the Uber and she rolls down the window and she does this little thing like she's a little bird flying away. But Bravo did the most touching thing. They showed Noelle throughout the years, different scenes from different seasons, from a little girl to the place she is today. And that was so cute. I was like, oh. But so that's how the episode actually ends, with Noelle leaving off for college, and then they just do this closing scene of Noelle through the years. That was the biggest thing in this episode. You know, Portia go to the doctor. They get to see the baby for the first time. It's not a lot. You know, there was not a lot in this episode. So, you know, back to Portia. Portia goes to her OBGYN. They do a sonogram. She sees the baby for the first time, her and Dennis. And I think Nene was at Swag. Brent was supposed to be there. He no-showed. She calling, getting on his heels, like, bring your spoiled behind up here and bring her something, another. And then with Nene later on, Nene and Greg tell all of his sons by her, the two sons by her, by Nene and him. Well, one son, Brent and Bryson basically were there. Let me say that. And then his other sons, his older sons were there as well. And they go over what's going on with Greg. Greg has been diagnosed with colon cancer. They go over that they took parts of the cancer out. However, there are some cells, something that has spread to other parts, or they think they might have. They haven't spread, but they think they might have spread. So he tells the men that he's decided against chemo and that he is healed. In his opinion, he is healed. They removed all parts of the cancer out of his body. So he declined on chemo. However, he stresses the importance to all his sons to get a colonoscopy. And Bryson say something ignorant. I can't quite remember. Like, oh, I ain't doing that. And Nene's like, no time for the foolishness. Look, y'all all need to do this. It's a matter of life and death. They put you to sleep. Just do it. Be on top of your health. And I think that's a good message to send out to young men, because I think a lot of people, especially males, neglect going to the doctor. I'll give you a quick and dirty on Shamari. Shamari was really not even in this episode this much. She was in the backyard of her house with her mom and the twins. They go over Shamari goes over the chain of events that happened in Destin. And she mentions to her that, or actually she doesn't mention it to her. I think the mother brought it up, like, oh, wasn't one of those ladies calling me a bitch or something like that? And that's fighting words. Then they reminisce on how Shamari, like, her mom was absent, or she was a latchkey. Shamari was a latchkey kid because her mom had to work to provide for the family. And Shamari was like, but you still a good mom. So they had that little touching moment, but it was really nothing jumping off. Even Ronnie left the scene. He was like, all right, y'all, I'm gonna leave y'all here to talk. Deuces. So that's it for Shamari on this episode. Now with Candy go visit her mama. She got Ace in tow. They go to see her because Candy's like, you need to apologize to Todd for the things that have come out of your mouth. And I don't know if you all recall, but Mama Joyce, with her slick self, said that Candy made lemonade out of lemons, meaning Todd was a lemon. Yeah, and Mama Joyce always throws shade Todd's way. So Candy says, Mom, you need to apologize. She said, okay, I will. I'll do better. They head out. You see them go over to the new, I think it's the second location of OLG. At the second location of OLG, they meet Todd there. So it's Candy, Mama Joyce, and Todd. So they take a tour. He explained, like, this is going to be, you know, more modern than the first OLG. And come to find out, they got a third OLG going up too. So this little franchise, and it's not even a franchise, but this restaurant business must be doing really well for them. And the other sisters, Mama Joyce's other sisters, Ruby or Bertha, all them, they're supposed to head up there too, but they're not there yet. So this gives Todd and Mama Joyce a moment to talk. And so Mama Joyce half-ass apology. She's like, yeah, let me talk to my little lemon. Still throwing shade. I don't know. She just the shadiest of them all, you know? she always know how to throw a little shade. Like, she can't just say, look, I'm sorry for the words that are coming out of my mouth. Yeah, I got a slick mouth. No, she got to be messy as she apologizing. So she's like, yeah, let me talk to my little lemon. Really? Mama Joyce. You a lemon too. Hell. You're over there taking all the Candy money. Mama Joyce is well taken care of. Because even Candy mentioned that she been on several trips. She also mentioned that her mama didn't show up to, I think it was the ASAP award ceremony where Escape got an award for songwriting. And you know that's mostly Candy, because Candy she can't sing, but she can write a damn song. So anyway, Candy says she felt some kind of way about her mama not showing up. And she also said that her mama had been going on vacation after vacation. Well, who paying for them vacations? You, Candy. So Candy let that mama run amok all the damn time. But I digress. So Mama Joyce half-ass apologizes to Todd. She's like, well, you my little lemon, and you know, Candy came from a lemon tree, and y'all just all a bunch of lemons, and you know, what I said didn't come out right. Candy like, what? Just apologize. Just shut up and apologize. And Todd say his few words like, we a family, we need to be a unit. You know, Candy was disappointed because you didn't show up. He spoke on behalf of Candy. Candy just sat there because it wasn't like he was lying. He told her what you needed to tell your mama. But, okay. So, you know, all the newbies, this episode, they really did not have a big part. Once again, I'll tell you this episode wasn't that grand, but so the other newbie, Eva the Diva, she goes shopping for a wedding dress. And why, oh why, I guess they got to put the little friends in certain places. So now we all know Eva and Marlo don't care for each other. So why is she going dress shopping, wedding dress shopping with you? So, Eva arrives to the wedding shop first, the dress shop first. Nene and Marlo come along. And Nene's like, oh, Eva don't know Marlo coming. Girl, you know what you doing. You just as bad as a puppet master as freaking Andy Cohen, okay? But anyway. So even Eva's like, am I being set up? Like, what the hell? But she go along with it because she's like, you know, I got to eat crow. And she's like, Nene doing this because this is payback for me not inviting her to the bachelor party, right? The bachelor vacation, the bachelorette vacation. Marlo, opinionated ass, she gonna sit there and she giving her, oh, this look like a prom dress. Oh, this one, what did she say? I'll tell you, the one that she wind up liking, she told her that the dress looked good on her, but she needed to lose 10 pounds. And that's actually the one time Nene kind of shut Marlo down. She was like, girl, I know you ain't talking. You got more than 10 pounds to lose on your ass, but okay. And I was shocked that she actually defended Eva. And Eva was like, okay, I see you, Nene. Thank you for that. So anyway, y'all, that was tonight's episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Woo, y'all. So tell me what y'all think. Tell me in the comments below. Did y'all enjoy this episode? Did it do it for you? I think this is episode 9, y'all. I was so disinterested. I just can't wait to get to my 90-day fiance. But what did y'all think about tonight's episode? How do y'all feel about Real Housewives of Atlanta? And this episode tonight was called A Mother's Love. That was one thing I wanted to say and I forgot. But what did y'all think about tonight's episode? What do you think about season 12? Who needs to go? Who needs to stay? Comment down below. I have my thoughts. And I know y'all, I don't know if y'all seen it, but Nene is basically saying she wants Phaedra to come back and Portia to go. Now, I don't know where Nene get the right, because in my eyes, Nene needs to go. Portia can stay. Nene needs to go. Because Nene's boring as hell. She don't bring nothing to the show. The only time you see her going tit for tat is when she's at war with somebody. And most of the time, that somebody is, what's her name? What's that chick name that look like white chicks? Kim Zolciak. So if Kim Zolciak don't come on there and insult Nene with some cockroaches, you ain't gonna see no real drama. I feel like Nene got to a certain level where she ain't gonna bring it out. She not gonna act up. She not gonna cut up. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know. They're gonna have to make some serious changes for season 12 for me to come back. Because, baby, Love After Lockup, 90 Day Fiance, they got my attention. Oh, yeah, they gets my attention. And Real Housewives of Atlanta, they wasting my time playing these reindeer games. But I do want to see Portia's baby. I do want to see what... I think it's a girl. I think they said in the blogs that it's a little girl. So I'm curious to see our new little cast member. But tell me what y'all think. And it's the end of the year. We got one more day left. Tell me what y'all gonna do in 2019 differently. What are y'all gonna leave behind in 2018? All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Bye.